When your child looks to you to know if the world is safe. When your child falls, something very important happens in just a few seconds. They don't look at the ground. They don't look at the toy that caused it. They look at you. And in that moment, they're not asking what happened. They're asking something much deeper. Am I okay right now with you? From the very beginning, a child's brain is wired to use their caregiver as a guide to the world. Your face, your tone, your reaction, these become signals that shape how they interpret what just happened. If you stay calm, soften your voice, and show reassurance, your child begins to settle. Their body learns. This situation is manageable. But if your reaction is tense, distant, or unpredictable, your child may feel unsure even if the situation itself is small. This isn't about being perfect every time. It's about understanding how powerful these small moments are. Because over time, your repeated responses teach your child one of the most important lessons of their life, whether the world around them feels steady and whether they can rely on you when they need it most. What many parents see as just a small moment, your child's brain experiences very differently. To you, it might feel quick and unimportant. A short reaction, a brief tone change, a passing response. But for your child, these moments are meaningful signals. Their brain is constantly learning from what you do, not just what you say. And here's what truly matters. The answer your child is looking for doesn't come from your words alone. It comes from your expression, your tone, and the way you show up in that moment. If your response feels calm and steady, your child begins to relax. If it feels distant or unpredictable, your child may feel unsure, even if nothing serious happened. Over time, these small interactions add up. They quietly shape how your child understands connection, comfort, and trust. That's why even the smallest moments matter, because they become the patterns your child learns to rely on every day. When parents are both a safe haven and a source of fear, sometimes a child experiences their parent as both a place of comfort and a source of uncertainty. And that creates a very confusing feeling inside them. In this video, you'll understand 5 everyday parenting habits that can quietly lead to this pattern, where a child feels pulled in 2 directions at the same time, wanting to come close, but also wanting to step back. This doesn't happen because you don't care about your child. In fact, it often happens in families where there is a lot of love. But love can sometimes be expressed through reactions that feel mixed or hard to read for a young child. Children don't interpret intentions the way adults do. They respond to consistency, tone, and emotional presence. If you've ever wondered, why does my child cling to me, but also seem unsure around me? Or, am I missing something important in how I respond? Then, this video is for you. Because once you begin to see these patterns, you can start creating clearer, more reassuring experiences for your child every day. Mistake 1. Warm one moment, distant the next. You may feel that loving your child is enough. But what affects your child most is not how much love you have. It's how consistently that love is expressed. A child's brain doesn't need perfection. It needs patterns it can rely on. When your child can't predict how you will respond, whether you'll comfort them or react with irritation, their body stays on alert, trying to read the situation. Imagine this. Yesterday, your child cried and you gently held them, saying, "I'm here, it's okay." Today, in a similar moment, you feel tired and respond sharply, "Stop crying, I'm busy." To you, these are just 2 different days. To your child, it feels confusing. The same need led to 2 very different outcomes. Over time, your child may hesitate. Should I go to you or not? A simple shift can make a big difference. When you're overwhelmed, instead of pushing your child away, try saying, "I'm feeling tired right now, but I'm still here with you." Even a softer tone, a brief touch, or eye contact can help your child feel more secure. Consistency doesn't mean always reacting the same way. It means your child can still feel your presence, even when your energy changes. And sometimes, it's not what you intend, but how your response is experienced that shapes your child's sense of connection. Mistake 2. When your child feels your absence, even when you're right there, you don't have to raise your voice to create distance. Sometimes, it's the quiet moments that leave a child unsure. Children don't rely mainly on words. They read your eyes, your facial expression, and the way your body feels in that moment. Imagine this. Your child trips, starts to cry, and looks at you. You feel tired, so you stay silent. Glance briefly, then look back at your phone. In your mind, you're staying calm and not overreacting. But for your child, something else happens. They were reaching for connection and didn't quite receive it. That small gap can feel confusing. Or another moment, your child comes to you upset after a long day. You say, "It's okay," but your voice is flat, your shoulders tense, your attention divided. Your words sound reassuring, but your body tells a different story. A simple shift can make a real difference. When your child comes to you, pause for a few seconds. Turn your body toward them. Soften your face. Make brief eye contact and say, "I see you. I'm here." Even a gentle touch on their shoulder can help them settle. You don't need perfect reactions. What matters is that your child can feel your presence. Because when your presence feels steady, your child learns they can come to you and be received, not just heard. Mistake 3. When your child starts taking care of your feelings. At first, it can feel touching. Your child notices when you're tired, comes close, and gently comforts you. But over time, something subtle begins to shift. Instead of asking, "Am I okay?" your child starts asking, "Are you okay?" Children are naturally tuned to their parents' emotions, but when they repeatedly see you overwhelmed, quiet, or needing support, their brain adapts. They begin to focus on your feelings before their own. Imagine this. You've had a long day. You sit down, sigh, and go quiet. Your child walks over, hugs you, and says, "Don't be sad." You feel warmth, so you stay in that moment and let them comfort you. Or another situation. Your child wants to ask for something, maybe a toy or your attention, but they notice your tired face and hesitate. Instead of speaking, they stay quiet and walk away. From the outside, it looks like they are being thoughtful, but inside, they may be learning to set aside their own needs. A small shift can help restore balance. When your child comforts you, gently respond, "Thank you for caring. I'm okay. This is something I can handle." Then stay present for them in return. Your child doesn't need to carry your emotional load. They need the freedom to feel, to ask, and to be supported. And your role is to hold that space for them consistently and gently. Mistake 4. When your child's feelings are dismissed. You may think you're helping your child become stronger, but they may be learning to hide what they feel. A child's brain doesn't erase emotions just because they're told to. It learns whether those emotions are safe to express. Imagine this. Your child cries because their toy breaks. You respond, "It's just a toy, don't cry." Your child goes quiet. From the outside, it looks like the situation is resolved. But inside, the feeling is still there, just unspoken. Or another moment, your child feels nervous before school and says, "I don't want to go." You quickly reply, "There's nothing to worry about." You're trying to reassure, but your child may feel that their experience isn't fully understood. A simple shift can make a meaningful difference. Start by acknowledging the feeling, "You're upset because your toy broke," or "You're feeling unsure about going to school today." Then guide the next step. "Let's see what we can do together." This doesn't mean you agree with every reaction. It means your child feels seen before being guided. When feelings are recognized, they tend to settle more easily. When they're dismissed, they often return later stronger and harder to understand. Your child doesn't need perfect responses. They need to know their inner world is allowed. And from that place, they can learn how to handle it with your support. Mistake 5. When your past quietly shapes your present reactions, there are moments when you react more strongly than expected, and even you don't fully understand why. It may look like it's about what your child just did, but often it's something deeper being touched. Your child cries, and you suddenly feel irritated, not just a little overwhelmed, but tense, impatient, almost urgent to make it stop. In that moment, it's not only about the sound. It may be connected to something older, a feeling you once had that didn't have space to be understood. Imagine this. Your child is upset and keeps calling for you. You respond quickly, but your tone becomes sharp. "Why are you still crying?" Right after, you feel a sense of regret. Or another moment, your child shows fear or strong emotion, and you feel uneasy, wanting to shut it down fast. Not because you don't care, but because it feels too intense to stay with. A small shift can begin here with awareness. When you notice a strong reaction, pause for a moment and ask yourself, "Is this about what's happening now or something familiar from before?" Then slow things down. Take a breath. Soften your tone, even slightly. You might say, "I'm here. Let's take this one step at a time." You don't need a perfect past to support your child. but understanding your own experiences helps you respond with more clarity. Because when your past is less overwhelming, you can meet your child as they are right here, in the present. Good news is, here is the good news many parents need to hear. Your child's brain is always capable of change. Nothing is ever too late. A child's brain is constantly updating based on new experiences, especially the ones that happen again and again in everyday life. Every time you stay calm when your child is overwhelmed, every time you choose to stay close instead of walking away, every time you come back and repair after a difficult moment, your child's brain quietly records a powerful message. I am safe. Let's make this real. There may be a moment when your child spills something, cries loudly, or refuses to listen, and you react quickly. Your voice gets sharper than you intended. Your child goes quiet, watching you carefully. That moment matters. But what matters even more is what happens next. A few minutes later, you return. You kneel down, soften your voice, and say, I didn't handle that well. I'm sorry. Let's try again together. In that moment, something important shifts. Your child learns that connection can come back after tension, that mistakes don't end relationships, that safety can be rebuilt. Repair does not make you a weaker parent. It makes you a safer one. You are not aiming for perfection. You are building trust, one moment at a time. And over time, those repaired moments become the foundation your child stands on. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay. Your child does not need a perfect parent. What they truly need is someone who stays. Someone who stays when they cry, instead of trying to silence the feeling. Someone who stays when they make a mistake, instead of pulling away in frustration. Someone who stays even when they themselves are tired, overwhelmed, or unsure what to do next. Because in those moments, your presence becomes the message. Imagine your child sitting on the floor, upset over something that may seem small to you. Tears, a trembling voice, a need they don't yet know how to explain. You could rush to fix it. You could dismiss it. Or you could simply sit beside them and say, you're having a hard moment. I'm here. Sometimes that is enough. More than enough. Children don't always need solutions. They need connection. They need to feel that their emotions don't push you away. That even when things feel messy, the relationship is still steady. Your presence teaches their nervous system how to settle, how to trust, how to return to calm. You are not a bad parent for having hard moments. You are a human being learning in real time. And every time you pause, become aware, and choose to respond differently, you are gently rewriting your child's story. Not through perfection, but through presence and quiet courage.